What is the value of the expression 4 squared minus 36 divided by 4 times 9? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? This expression is actually very easy, but it tricks 99% of people. Let's dive in and break it down step by step together. To solve this question, many people start by calculating 4 squared first, and instead of the original expression, they rewrite it as 16 minus 36 divided by 4 multiplied by 9. And the next step, they usually perform the subtraction between 16 and 36 and simplify this expression to negative 20 divided by 4 multiplied by 9. Then, they proceed by doing the division between negative 20 and 4, which gives them negative 5 multiplied by 9. And finally, they multiply negative 5 by 9, which ends up with the answer negative 45. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option B is the correct answer to this question. But I have to say, we're tricked and it's not the correct answer to this question. Also, some other people when solving this question first go for the expression 4 squared and they simplify to 16 minus 36 divided by 4 multiplied by 9. And the next step, they usually go for the multiplication between 4 and 9 because they think multiplication has priority over division. So, they rewrite this expression as 16 minus 36 divided by 36. Next, they perform the division between 36 and 36 since they believe division has priority over subtraction. And they rewrite this expression as 16 minus 1, which ultimately gives them the answer 15. And immediately, they conclude that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. It means that you need to perform all the operations in order from top to bottom. Okay, as you can see on the screen, in this expression, first we have an exponent, then a subtraction sign, followed by a division, and finally a multiplication. We should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplifies to 16 minus 36 divided by 4 multiplied by 9. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, since multiplication and division have higher priority than subtraction. However, it's very important to note that in the PEMDAS rule, multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 36 and 4, and this expression simplifies to 16 minus 9 multiplied by 9. Now, it's time to do the multiplication between 9 and 9, which gives us 16 minus 81. And finally, the value of this expression is equal to negative 65. That's great. Option A is the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's solve another tricky math question together. What is the value of the expression 54 divided by 9 times open parentheses 5 plus 1 close parentheses? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's take a closer look and solve it together. And the first step, most people start by solving the expression inside the parentheses and replace it with 54 divided by 9 multiplied by 6. And the next step, they go for the multiplication between 9 and 6 because they think multiplication has priority over division. So, this expression simplifies to 54 divided by 54, which finally gives them the answer 1. And immediately, they quickly say that option A is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me explain step by step how to solve this expression correctly. As you can see on the screen, in this expression, first we have a division sign, followed by a multiplication sign, and finally parentheses. To solve this question, we need to use the PEMDAS rule. PEMDAS shows us the priority of the order of operations. So, we start with the parentheses first, because it has the highest priority than the other operations. Okay, this expression simplifies to 54 divided by 9 times 6. Now, it's time to simplify this expression. It's very important to note that in the PEMDAS rule, multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this case, all we need to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move step by step toward the right. So, first we perform the division between 54 and 9, which simplified this expression to 6 multiplied by 6.